Hey guys, Chris here. In today's video, we are doing the cold weather range efficiency and charging test in the 2021 Kia e-Soul with the big battery pack. This car boasts a 64 kilowatt hour net battery capacity, and it should have a WLTP range in the same ballpark as the Polestar 2. So that will be very interesting to test out in today's video. We are starting here at Circle K in Furuset. We're going north to Mjøstårnet, 130 kilometers, and then we're turning around, going back to this starting point. And after that, we will connect to a charger and see what kind of charging speed we will get. And at the end of the video, we're going to calculate our theoretical range under today's conditions. And I think this will be the last winter range and efficiency challenge or test in a while, because tomorrow is supposed to be much warmer, and then next week we should have almost 10 degrees Celsius. So springtime is almost here. Can't wait for that, but that means, well, this will probably be the last of this test for a while. And guys, before we set off, we're just gonna charge to 100% here. I have set up a Patreon for people who want to support the channel, link in the description box down below, because I do this part-time. I have a full-time job next to this, and I'm doing this almost full-time at the moment. So I have like 14 to 16 hour working days, and I can only do that for so long. And I want to do this full-time at one point. So if you want to help me accelerate getting into this full-time and making more videos, link down to the Patreon down below to support the channel. And guys, I've also made some merch. I thought this was a bit funny. I'm just trying it out. If it's not a success, I will take it down. But I was thinking, what kind of merch can I make? Well, I always try to go to 0% state to charge. So I have started a merch line with the 0% SOC logo that I have created. So it's a bit funny, it's a bit cool. So I've ordered a cap and a hoodie for myself. Hopefully I will have it next week. So if you want to check out the merch store, the 0% state to charge, Mr. YOLO Master, Mr. 0%, link in the description box down below. We have now been on the road for 28 minutes. Our consumption is 24.8 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. It is -5 degrees outside. Our current state to charge is 84%, and the consumption may be a bit high, but we are climbing a bit in elevation on this first stretch of the road, and there you have a Model S just blasting past. We're not going to do that. This is kind of an economy run. We're doing the maximum of 10% above the speed limit. But you can see, guys, the conditions today aren't the best. I think we have basically no winds today, or maybe like a slight tailwind of 1 meters per second. But you can see it is very wet outside. We have very dirty conditions. 1 hour on the road, guys. Our consumption is now 26.1, which is even higher than before. But still, the conditions are not very good. -6 degrees Celsius outside. So we'll see if we will actually hit those double-digit temperatures. And we are at 60% state to charge. So it looks like we will be able to go to Mjøstårnet, which is 22 kilometers away, and then go back again. So that is very good news and very interesting. But guys, I have recently been complaining about the Tesla Model 3 being a very noisy car, you know, having a lot of road noise and wind noise. And this car is maybe even noisier than the Tesla Model 3. I really should get, some measuring tools like a decibel meter to do proper readings. I will probably do that in the future. But I hopped out of a BMW i3, which I've been driving just for half a day, and into this, and I think this is very noisy, actually. Is it more noisy than a Model 3? I'm not sure. We are now at our turnaround point, the beautiful Mjøstårnet, now in foggy weather. Usually we have really nice weather when we get to this point. I think this place is probably one of the places in Eastern Norway with the nicest weather, and you can see the roads here aren't as damp or as dry as they were a bit, further south. And let's check this, guys. So our consumption is now 25.6 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and we do have 52% state to charge, meaning that we will be able to go back to our turnaround point. And what is interesting is, yeah, it's -6 degrees Celsius, so it isn't as cold as it has been, but I think the worst conditions we have had today, you know, the wet roads, the dirty roads, more than outweighs the you know, the milder temperatures, if you want to put it that way. And this will probably only be the third car that makes it back to our starting point without having to charge. So we had the Tesla Model 3, which made it back with 20%. We had the Polestar 2, and then we have this, and the consumption is isn't too bad. So it will be very interesting to see our end result when we get back to Oslo. 58 kilometers to go, guys, and we just got this message up here on the infotainment screen. Battery charge is insufficient to reach destination. Visit a charging station along the route. So I'm gonna ignore this message and just carry on, because I think we do have enough juice to get to our destination, because we have now just passed Minnesundbrua, and we should be, you know, going downhill from here. So our elevation now is probably like 120, 130 meters, and we should be going down to 0 meters above sea level. So I think we're gonna make it. Okay, guys, we have basically no power, pedal to the metal, a little bit of uphill, and we're going 50 kilometers an hour, 2% state to charge. Yeah, I think we're going to have to exit here. You can see we have a truck behind us now. Yeah, I think we're going to have to exit here and just forfeit, guys. Okay, guys, so I had to put on the hazards and just, you know, drive on the shoulder, because look at this speed, guys, 15 kilometers an hour. We still have 2% state to charge left. Why are we being restricted this much? I mean, this is dangerous, not being able to go faster than this. Yeah. Look at this, guys, 3 kilometers an hour. I mean, this is just pointless. Why are you restricting power this much? I can't even go up this hill with my hazards on. Luckily, guys, we were right at a charging station with the exit here. I don't know where the charging station is. I think it might be here by the McDonald's. But look at this, guys. This is why I do these tests, to see the difference. Yeah, here I see it. There's a Fortum charger over here. This is why I do the tests, so you guys aren't stranded with 2% state to charge. And it is very interesting to see the difference between the different cars, to see how they react, because this is the most panic almost I've ever experienced out of a car just going into complete panic mode. Look at this, 3 kilometers an hour. We're barely crawling up this hill, and the heater, though it is showing 23 degrees, it is cold, it's blowing cold air. So yeah, super cold. So let's hope that there are a charger vacant here, so we can charge. That would be nice. Is that guy leaving? Hopefully. Okay, we are now connected to the charger. Let's see what kind of speed we do get immediately. 30 kilowatts. From what I could find online, this car has a maximum charging speed of 77 kilowatts. So it will be interesting to see, you know, just how close we get to that charging speed. But yeah, 30 kilowatts. And you saw, guys, we did have 1% battery left. So I am wondering if this car is very accurate with the actual available capacity. I mean, when it's saying there's 2% or 1%, there actually is only 2 or 1% state to charge vacant or available in the battery. It may seem that since it's going into such a limp and turtle and panic mode, I have never experienced that loss of power before. That is very interesting. So I had to turn on the heater, and guys, this has a driver only function, which is very interesting, but I found the cabin a bit cold even when I had the driver only feature off. 23 degrees seems to be like 21 degrees in the Polestar 2 I had last week. So that is something to note. And thankfully they had 2 vacant chargers here, but one of them were on this side and the other one was on that side. So I don't know, that's a bit weird why they don't have charger turned around the other way, but okay, that's how they've done that. Okay, so we seem to be getting yeah, we're not getting any more speed than 31 kilowatts, so we're going to check in at around 10 or 15% again. I totally forgot, guys, we're only connected to a 50 kilowatt charger here, and we are currently charging at 34 kilowatts. We may be limited by the charger, so just to be sure, we're going to unplug now, go to Circle K in Furuset, and then we're going to connect to a 150 kilowatt charger and see what speed we do get. Okay, we are now back at Circle K in Furuset. So let's go ahead and see what kind of speed we do get. So this may be the result of us charging, driving, and then charging again. Just so you guys know, that usually helps with charging speed. Even though we only drove for 17 kilometers, we charged for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. This may, you know, affect the results, but we'll see what kind of charging speed we do get. 49. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be climbing any, so let's just sit put, check in at 15 or 20% state of charge. We are now at 21% state of charge. We are charging at 53 kilowatts, but we are running the heater. So that may be draining 1 or 2 kilowatts from the charger. But yeah, we are not getting optimal speed as, you know, predicted. This car should have a flat charging curve up to around 40% state of charge. So that is something we most definitely are going to try to get in my 10 to 80% state of charge charging time and charging speed test, which will be my next video. Okay guys, so let's round this video up and come to a conclusion. Our average consumption today was 25.6 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. We managed to go 246.7 kilometers before we had to stop and charge. And yeah, you guys saw that I basically couldn't go any further, especially not on a motorway. But basically I couldn't move at any speed or any pace at all. So that is our cap. Even though we had like 1% state of charge left, we don't have to do any calculations because yeah, in practice we weren't able to go any further. And when we got back here, our consumption did drop some to 25.2 because we were at an elevation, and then here we are basically at sea level. But again, that really doesn't matter. Maybe we would have gotten a few extra kilometers. But what we learned today with considering range and the battery of this car is that you can't go to 0% in this car as you can with every other EV I have tested, well, except the Jaguar I-Pace, which also goes into like panic mode. But yeah, this car you have to just, you know, follow the state of charge indication on the screen, and when it tells you there is basically 0 kilometers left of range according to the board computer, you have to stop. So I wouldn't recommend going to below maybe 3% max or 4% max state of charge in this car. And then we have the charging. Yeah, we're still charging. We are at 30% state of charge now, and we're still charging at the same speed. So I don't think that's gonna climb either. So we are getting slight cold gating, but it's not too bad. I mean, this car has a maximum charging speed of 77 kilowatts, 54 with the heater running. So maybe we're like at like 25 kilowatts off the pace. It's not too bad. I didn't do any yo-yo driving. We've been driving for a few hours and we were connected to a charger, so that's not bad. But we will really see the potential of the charging speed in my next test, which is the 10 to 80% state of charge charging speed and charging time test. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please drop me a thumbs up down below, and for more car content, as always guys, please subscribe. See you guys later and goodbye.